So the ideal is, even though I'm here to talk about where you to use your gifts, you can't really know where to use your gifts until you know the purpose of a gift. A hammer is used for striking things, but you can strike a hammer, you can strike anything with a hammer and get a different effect. But it was originally used to strike a nail or some sharp object into something to keep something together. So if you go outside of the purpose of something and use it, you don't get the full effect. So the purpose of the giftings tells us where they're supposed to be used.
Okay, I'm just gonna expand a little bit on where to use your gift. So I was thinking about that topic, and I didn't. I thought because it comes under community, obviously the obvious thing would be to use your gift on community. But then I was thinking about it a little bit harder, and then I thought the very first place you should use your gift is in your home, and with the people who you influence and surround you the most. Because once you use your gift to influence them, you learn a lot. You get feedback, honest feedback. You don't determine that they're your family. So you use whatever your strengths are, whether it be in leadership, or it could be even cooking, or it could be like, you're the best at some certain thing, whatever you're best at, what people appreciate you in. And you notice that that's what draws the people who are loved in their family. That's what draws your family to you all the time.
That's true.
So that's your base of influence for them. So once you use your gift to influence your family, you can always use your family as extensions of you. So you influence them and you teach them also how to use that gift. So when you go out to the next step, like community or school or religious institution, it's not just you. You're actually creating a little force with you that you're instilling the same thing in your kids.
I'm excited about this topic, particularly because I'm always challenged to know more about who I am, and it's a challenge for every one of us sometimes too. If you want to grow, it's important to know why you think the way you think, why you make decisions the way you do. And so it is called personality development, and John Maxwell is really one of my chief mentor when it comes to leadership. And in his book, if you do have 5 levels of leadership, you can read a few lines just to highlight where I want to go with this. Page 105 in his book, he says, one of the secrets of connecting with people and building relationship is knowing and liking yourself. The first person we must examine is ourselves. He said, the first person I must know is myself. And he goes on to say, human nature seems to endow people with the ability to size up everybody in the world but themselves. Very few people are gifted with natural self-awareness. He says, become a student of yourself. Ask others to evaluate you. Understand the way you think, feel, and act in every kind of situation. Then once you know who you are, forget about yourselves and place your focus on others. And he says, you will relate to other people from a place of strength. The first person I must get along with is myself. He said, the first person to cause me problem is myself. The first person I must change is myself. The first person who can make a difference is myself. And this seemed to endorse just about all the topics that we've gone through in leadership: accountability, integrity, relationship, vision, and the last one we did was time management. So this one is a process of personality development.
So being present when you're talking to someone is the first step in effective dialogue. So just putting aside everything else and being present instead of multitasking and trying to get this done and that done, you're actually present, you're actually there and focused. The second aspect of dialogue is respect. So even being present is a demonstration that you respect what the other person has to say. So in order for you to be in dialogue, you need to be present and you need to be respectful. The next one is how you express yourself. So whatever the discussion the problem that needs to be resolved, there's different way of approaching it. And so you need to express it either with your feelings, through art, through your opinion, through poetry, through tears, through eye contact. All of that is a part of how you express what you need to do in order to come to a good conclusion on that. And the next one is suspending. So when you are in the dialogue, you need to suspend your judgment. You need to suspend your ego before you can come to any kind of conclusion. Because if you're still thinking about your own self, your own judgment, you're not going to listen and you're not going to be present. You're not showing respect. So you need to suspend your judgment and say, before I come to any conclusions, I'm going to listen. I'm going to pay attention.